Hi, I'm Linz. Welcome to Becoming Everwell, a channel where we talk about the ongoing journey of becoming. Today's story is about the good endings.
I make sense of life by writing about real everyday stuff that makes us who we are. Some of these snapshots are fun, some are more serious. Maybe they'll open up something in you too. Let's grow.
Around hour 22 of the unmedicated labor of my firstborn, and in the throes of pushing, I announced to my birthing team, I can't do this. Without pausing, Joni, my midwife, responded with, "You're doing it." In that space and time, Joni saw my circumstances differently than I could perceive them. She intimately understood the scope of my transition. From my vantage point, I existed within the unfamiliar transition of birthing. Therefore, I could only compute my immediate sensations. This is hard. I can't do this. I could not otherwise grasp the broader landscape of what I'd already done, what I was effectively doing, and what remained for me to do. And her words, "You're doing it," found me, anchored me, supported me, boosted me, and propelled me all at once. I've relied on this glimmer of Joni's wisdom to carry me through countless transitions since then. I even referred to her wisdom recently during a one-on-one coaching session with my client who'd asked for my help to kickstart her midlife calling. When we first spoke, she expressed her undeniable readiness to start her next chapter. She'd engaged in loads of inner work over the past few years, including my signature course, Self School, and was in a healthy mind space to begin the next phase of her calling. The hiccup was that she didn't quite know what that next chapter was meant to be. So we began our work and met 5 times over the course of about 2 months with her goal of getting started. But from the get-go, I saw her midlife transition differently than she saw it. I could see my client how Joni saw me. She was already doing it. She simply needed support as she gained perspective on how far she'd already come and what more there was to do. The work of Chip Conley is new on my radar. He's currently best known for his work on wisdom and learning to love midlife. And in a podcast that's cited in the notes of this episode, he talks about the 3 stages of transition. 1, ending something. 2, going inward messily to prepare to transform. And 3, beginning something new. Let's take a beat and examine these steps because a whole lot is happening in a transition, whether that change is wanted, unwanted, predictable, or unpredictable. Have you ever thought about the first step of a transition as ending something? It's surprising language. And further, Conley suggests that we honor the endings with a ritual of some sort. I find that many of us instinctively fast track to step 3, starting something new when faced with a transition. Perhaps with some attention to step 2, going inward, and often completely ignoring the impact of step 1, ending something. Or another popular approach to transition is swimming comfortably in the messy middle, ruminating for a long time, putting off the ending and the new beginning indefinitely. But what would happen if we adopted Conley's approach and initiated our transitions by first embracing the endings? And you may be wondering, what is meant by endings? Well, in the case of birth, it could be the end of being pregnant, or the end of being in control, or the end of independence. And for one navigating a career transition, it might be the end of a professional identity, or the end of a definition of success, or the end of a comfort with a current circumstance. Endings are blunt and can be hard to bear. And yet, acknowledging the ending, accepting it, and then honoring it is how we genuinely open ourselves up to what's next. In the final coaching session with my client, and after she'd let go of what she needed to end, I listened as she expressed with a sense of self-value and awe that she now realizes that she's in it. Her next chapter is happening, and she's in control. It was stunning to observe her in her newfound light. So, my friend, consider how you may be thinking, I can't do this. Might you be ready to take a step back and perceive the big picture? What are you already doing? What have you already done? Perhaps that will give you an inner sense of what next there is for you to do as you grow forward from here. And just don't forget that you're awesome. Thank you for being here. I'm Lindsay Hurdy. LindsayHurdy.com is my website. If you too are looking for a midlife kickstart, reach out to me. I'd love to support you, or at least talk to you as you get started. All of your views, likes, shares, and subscribes matter so much to me, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Until next time.
Be sure to like and subscribe and click that bell to get alerts for new posts. I'd be ever grateful.